Alright, what's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. As you guys can see, this video right here is a little bit different than what you guys are accustomed to seeing from me. I'm not on the sticks this time, no gameplay, just me sitting actually in my hotel room talking to you guys about Pro-Am. Some of this video is for the people that actually play Pro-Am. The other half of this video is for NBA 2K and their staff. I want you guys to know what the Pro-Am players are thinking. Pro-Am, first of all, kudos to what you guys are doing. I can definitely see the direction. I see the arrow pointing up. I like some of the things that got implemented this year that I feel like is advancing the mode forward. But it's the other issues, it's the small issues that actually lead to bigger issues. That's the reason for the video. Now, I promised you guys I was going to start back making report card series. This is actually not going to be a report card video. It's coming. It is coming. This is just me venting, just getting some things off my chest. The last patch that came out that addressed some things that needed to be addressed. So I'm not finna sit here and try to pretend like I think the patch was unnecessary. It was definitely needed. The problem is it broke some things for Pro-Am. Pro-Am, to me, and I know I'm biased because I'm a Pro-Am player, but to me, Pro-Am is NBA 2K's most important mode. It is the mode that you guys directly tie yourselves to esports with, not my team or not any of the other modes. Even though I know you guys got some type of My Park tournament on the way, we talking about $250,000 you guys shell out for Pro-Am. So this should be your most important mode, and at times it just doesn't feel like it's as important to you guys as we feel like it should be. So the new issue for Xbox One users after the patch is that people started getting kicked on the launch of the game. Now, don't get me wrong, we was already dealing with randomly being kicked out of the game at various points, and to my knowledge I think they're still there. But the kick at the launch of the game is crazy, and you add that on top of some of the other things that Pro-Am players are dealing with. Like I said, man, lagging out of the game has already been somewhat of an issue. This stupid timeout glitch, what people call a timeout, when you're at the free throw line and it gives you a camera angle that's so jacked up in some cases you can barely even see your player to try to make free throws with. Another thing is some of the top tier teams allegedly are quitting games and not getting L's for it. The fact that you can win some games and they don't count in general. Like, you can go out there and have a hard fought game, win the game, and it not count. All of these are things that I feel like it's just giving the mode a black eye. It's giving the authenticity of this mode a black eye. How can it be an esport mode? I mean, it's also a glitch that's dropping some crews status. You could be an elite team and you can win a game in the next game and to say you're an amateur. I don't know if anybody else is dealing with that. Also been an issue with like some animations resetting. You can buy some of the celebrations and then it's like sometimes they're gone. Like, you'll still own them but they won't be equipped. You got to go through and re-equip them. It's just some things in Pro-Am that needs to be addressed. And 2K, the biggest thing is we just want you guys to say something. That's all I want. Now, I can't speak for everybody. I won't try to speak for everybody, but for me, I just want to hear that you guys see us and hear us and feel us. How about a tweet saying, Xbox One Pro-Am players, we know the recent patch is kicking you guys out of the game. We know about it. We got somebody working on it. We'll get it fixed ASAP. Hell, that sounds believable coming from me, and I don't even know if it's real. I just made that up. But I mean, at least when we see that, you like, oh, okay, they get it. I know me personally, I've tweeted like, yo, the patch broke Pro-Am. It's broke. And nobody hit me up like, yo, what's going on, Spade? What issues do y'all have? Let's see if we can get this resolved. We give a damn what's going on in Pro-Am. I don't really see that. And I'm not saying y'all don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying interaction. No matter what the situation is, open lines of communication always goes well, man. Just keep the communication open. Just saying, hey, we know what's going on. We got somebody on it. We working on it. That's good enough for me. Is it good enough for everybody? Probably not. Somebody gonna want you to come to their house and pay them in actual cat. I ain't talking about those folks. Most reasonable people, we just want to hear, hey, we know it's an issue. We working on it. To my knowledge, the PlayStation 4 guys don't have this new kick at the launch. The kick at the launch is a big deal because once upon a time, this was an issue with Pro-Am. You could quit before the tip-off and you wouldn't get a loss. Well, that's a problem because some teams would look at the record of the other team and go, whoa, this looks like a good team, let's bail, and they would get the hell out, they wouldn't get the loss, and that's how they was keeping their record so spotless. So it needed to be fixed. But now, if at the launch of the game, if I lose my center and my point guard, I still got to play the game. I still got to play with a hand tied behind my back. And it's just crazy, man. It's frustrating. I said I'm going to keep this quick. I think I did a good job. When I get to talking Pro-Am and crew and those modes, I can talk forever. Like, I can really talk forever. I got a big ass mouth. But we're going to keep it short, man. Pro-Am players, if you guys are out there and you still want to try to play, here's a workaround that was told to me and my crew. Some of the guys in my crew tried it. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. Here we go. First thing you got to do is hard reset your Xbox One. Hopefully all of you guys know how to do that. Put your finger on the power button, hold it on the power button until it powers off. Once it goes off, this is going to sound crazy. This is what they told me. Once it goes off, you got to pull all the cords from the box. I don't know. But then again, if you'd have told me blowing in a Nintendo cartridge, would have made that thing work, I wouldn't believe that either. But that's what they say. Remove all the cords. After a while, plug all your cords back in, power your Xbox on. The first thing you need to do is go and delete your reserved space for NBA 2K17. You know, once you do that, when you start the game up, it should say something about syncing, because it's got to sync with the data it's got saved for you in the cloud. Once you're up, go into Pro-Am, it should work. The problem with that, some of the guys in my crew did it when they came back on and said that my career file was corrupted. Now, after several tries, it worked. It eventually worked and their player was there, but still it says corrupted file over there, my player. I don't know what's up with that, but when they told you, boy, that, I didn't do it. Like, it was some guys in my crew was pissed with me. They was like, Spade, we all got to do it. I was like, well, we ain't going to play. Because if my dude get deleted, I'm done. Like, I'm through dealing. I'm not doing that again. I'm not. I play on the PlayStation or I'll play a different game. I'm not regrinding my player. My career is actually better this year. I'm enjoying my career, but I can't necessarily play it like I would want to play it because the competition in Pro-Am doesn't allow you to do such. The people in Pro-Am, they already 95 overalls with all Hall of Fame badges and grand badges. So they're not finna give you the liberty of just playing my career all rinky-dink, just walking out. They ain't gonna let you do that, fam. If you want to compete, you better get in my career and you better grind and you better get yourself right because the competition is out there and they right. So I'm gonna shut up because every time I try to stop, I think of something else to say. But basically, if you want to play Pro-Am right now without lagging out, if you're still having issues with it, that's something you can try. We tried it the other night. It worked pretty well. I ain't do it. 2 or 3 guys on the crew did do it. We stayed in all night. Good luck with that if you're going to try it. 2K, how about just hollering at the Pro-Am crowd, man? We're your ties to esports. Like, I feel like we're equally as important to each other. We're your ties to esports. How about reaching out to us saying, hey, we know what y'all going through. We give a damn. We working on it. That's all I got for this video, folks. I'm out the next time. I'm about to go to the lobby and get a beer or something. Peace.